A fascinating detail has just emerged from this week's massive Champions League clash. The lights of the Bernabéu were still blazing even after the final whistle had blown. In a corner of the pitch, two figures stood face to face. One, a legendary manager fresh from a grueling victory. The other, a 24-year-old who had just scored Real Madrid's solitary goal in defeat. Pep Guardiola approached him, perhaps for a handshake or a pat on the shoulder. "I went to him and said, 'You're amazing. An incredible player.'" He revealed this wasn't just polite small talk, it was a bitter admission. A confession from a manager who had just been haunted by this player once again. With his latest goal, Rodrygo has now scored 5 times against Pep Guardiola's teams in the Champions League. A record trailing only legends like Lionel Messi and Karim Benzema, and equaling Kylian Mbappé. Man City may have won 2-1, but Rodrygo was the moral victor. He is known as the Antidote, the cure to Pep's dominance. Yet, ironically, he is also the very cure Pep Guardiola has longed to possess for so long. And now, with Real Madrid reportedly willing to let him go for €70 million. The question is no longer if Man City should buy Rodrygo. But why now? This is the perfect moment, a golden opportunity that Pep Guardiola cannot afford to miss, to finally secure the missing piece that has haunted him for years. To understand Guardiola's obsession with Rodrygo, we must look back at their history. Pep's City is often viewed as a flawless machine. Yet, whenever they face Real Madrid in the Champions League, that machine malfunctions, and the name Rodrygo is always attached to their most tragic moments. Rodrygo is not just a player, he is a true nemesis. An invisible wall stopping Man City's ambitions. He is the man who scored that classic brace in just 98 seconds during the 2021-2022 semifinals, inflicting one of the most painful defeats in history upon Pep and his players. Opta data reveals that Rodrygo has scored 5 goals against Man City in the Champions League, more than against any other opponent in the competition. Pep tries to decode Real Madrid, but whenever Rodrygo appears, those plans crumble. Those 5 goals are living proof of his ability to be a game-changer in the biggest matches. That is a quality you can never have enough of in the knockout stages. Pep's praise after the recent match wasn't just for the goal, it was for Rodrygo's entire performance. He ran tirelessly, created 5 big chances, and won 4 fouls for his team. These numbers outperformed everyone else on the pitch. He proves that no matter how bad his form might be elsewhere, he always turns into a beast against Man City. And when your greatest enemy is the player you desire most, that becomes the ultimate motivation for a transfer. Back in August 2025, rumors already swirled in the UK and Spain about Rodrygo joining Man City. Although the deal didn't happen then, the cards are now on the table. Rodrygo's hesitation last summer stemmed from a harsh reality. He is struggling to find regular minutes under manager Xabi Alonso. Real Madrid is currently shaping a new attack with Vinícius on the left, Kylian Mbappé through the middle, and the young talent Franco Mastantuono on the right. Rodrygo has been pushed into a rotational role, a devastating situation for a player entering his prime. New Brazil manager Carlo Ancelotti reportedly advised Rodrygo to find a new club to guarantee playing time. His starting spot in the Selecao is under threat if he isn't playing regularly. This uncertainty likely contributed to the worst goal drought of his career. That masterclass against Man City didn't just end a 32-game goal drought, it was a wake-up call regarding his future. Can he trust that he will remain important? Or will he fall back into psychological limbo? South American attackers thrive on confidence and trust. They need to feel essential. Old environment or new, it doesn't matter. What Rodrygo needs is to be the nucleus of a team, not a pawn. Man City has every reason to pounce. Fabrizio Romano once revealed that Pep views Rodrygo as a top priority to reinforce his attack. With Jack Grealish out on loan and Savino not yet fully ripe, even Phil Foden and Bernardo Silva need rotation to maintain intensity. Rodrygo wouldn't just be an addition, he would be a strategic upgrade. The initial €100 million price tag in 2025 stalled the deal. But the landscape has shifted. Real Madrid, needing funds for a massive rebuild, is reportedly willing to sell for just €70 million. In today's market, that is an absolute steal. We are talking about a 24-year-old Champions League winner who thrives in clutch moments, even in a down season. Let's not forget, Last year he registered 14 goals and 11 assists in all competitions. Tactically, he is the perfect Pep player. He is versatile, capable of playing on his preferred right wing, the left, or supporting Erling Haaland centrally. Pep loves wingers who can hold width but also penetrate the center. Rodrygo fits this profile perfectly. When receiving the ball on the right, he drifts into the half spaces, allowing full backs to overlap while creating deadly passing triangles. The potential link-up with Haaland is mouth-watering. Rodrygo excels at cutbacks from the byline and sharp through balls. His speed and technique combined with Haaland's elite finishing could create the most dangerous duo in Europe. For €70 million, City would not only eliminate a rival that has haunted them for years but also secure a world-class talent for the next 5 years. This is a smart, strategic investment, far better than buying a backup striker or an aging winger. On the flip side, reports from Fichajes and other reputable sources confirm that Real Madrid is considering selling one, or perhaps even both, of their Brazilian stars to fund a rebuild. With the arrival of Kylian Mbappé and the rapid rise of Franco Mastantuono, Rodrygo is the most likely sacrifice. Why? Because Vinícius Jr. holds immense commercial value and influence at the club. While talented, Rodrygo has not yet reached that untouchable status and often faces criticism for inconsistency. Selling him for €70 million is a calculated masterstroke by Florentino Perez. It clears the attacking congestion and generates huge funds for reinvestment. For Man City, this isn't just a transaction, it is a conquest. Pep Guardiola would finally possess his own nemesis, a player capable of unlocking defenses in the tightest moments, adding chaos and variety to an already potent attack. Signing Rodrygo would be sweet revenge for past heartbreaks. For the player, the Premier League offers the ultimate challenge. It is the perfect environment to step out of the shadows of Vinícius and Mbappé, to become a leading star, and to solidify his status in Brazil. Let's not forget, he is the one currently wearing the Selecão's legendary number 10 shirt. Not his teammates, if Pep truly desires him. And if Real is open to the €70 million price tag, the upcoming window is the moment to strike. Rodrygo brings goals and decisive passing, exactly what City needs against deep defensive blocks. As former Liverpool legend Jamie Carragher noted on Sky Sports, Rodrygo has developed physically during his years in Spain. He is strong enough to handle Premier League defenders and fast enough to turn one-on-one duels into nightmares. He is two-footed and flexible. Combine him with Haaland, and they could dismantle any defense. Brazilian icon Roberto Carlos shares this belief. Rodrygo possesses the two key elements for the Premier League: explosive speed and the ability to use both feet perfectly. It's the perfect mix of Brazilian flair and European power. And finally, legend Michael Owen summed it up. He isn't just a winger. He has ice in his veins. That steel mentality in big games is exactly what Man City needs to take down rivals like Liverpool or Arsenal.